Oh.
That's the intro.
Oh.
That's the intro. Okay,
Adam, what
run
did you
the
do?
intro.
Hey, welcome back. Thirsty Thursdays once again.
Week 16 now.
Thirsty Thursdays.
What kind of day is it on the prairies?
Oh, you know, it's getting colder, the day's getting darker, harvest is in full swing and it's getting colder. We're getting to a point of the year where, you know, you're seeing pumpkins. I was at the co-op the other day and they got like pumpkins the size of like small cars in there, I'm telling you.
It's called a Fiat pumpkin. That's what
Yeah,
they're called.
so, you know, it's harvest time. It's fun time, but hey, there's no snow on the ground yet, so I'm not gonna.
Is it? I don't know. It could be in your region if you're watching somewhere, but knock on wood on that one.
Yeah. But anyhow,
Let's get our mind off.
What are we gonna do? What do we do this same time every week?
Try and take over the world.
Right, you are, Ken.
Yes. Alright, we have a Thursday taste test.
Hashtag triple T.
Yes, right there. And
Ooh,
ooh, it's bottles.
cute little bottle.
Can you read that? It's I need a bottle opener.
The Thirsty Beaver.
It's called the Thirsty Beaver. It's
Medium body. You know, last weekend we had like a roasted full body.
yeah, on our live stream.
It's a medium body, 5%. The Thirsty Beaver. I like the bottle. It's not quite old school, but it's not new school. Smooth amber ale, medium bodied and bursting with flavor. This beer is clean to the finish.
Yeah.
I will be the judge of that.
For every time I've had a medium-bodied amber Thirsty Beaver, that's
Tree Brewing Company. We're going old school with the
old school. Yeah, I don't need it. So we'll try a Thirsty Beaver, and then we'll have the beer after.
Here's to the Beaver. Noble ale.
Pretty smooth. It says on the label, from Kelowna, BC.
Ooh, that's good. Ooh.
What did we do last week on the live stream? We said
Ooh. Oh, 2 thumbs up from me. That's tasty.
it's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Thirsty Beaver.
This is up there on some of the ones that you've brought in yet. This is pretty damn good. Could be just the mood I'm in.
Yeah, there's no snow on the ground apparently, so we're
yeah.
good. We're good at this point.
Could be the name, could be psychological, but I am down with the Thirsty Beaver.
How's the beer though?
No, it's good. Doesn't leave a bad aftertaste in your mouth.
Not like other beavers.
Yeah. You know what this reminds me of?
What's that?
Many a night with a good friend of mine, Adam Mobrowski. I like to call Adam Man. Because he can lift quite as much as an ant can lift in ratio to its body weight. He's a little tank. He's a good guy. You know what? I feel like we should give Adam a spontaneous phone call here. He doesn't know I'm going to call him, but
You should.
let's have a moment with Adam Man.
A moment with Adam Ant. Alright, so a moment with Adam Ant.
Why don't you just refresh the people who Adam is while I got
Richard was living in Saskatoon at the time. This was about 5 years ago, more than that, and he was at work, or he was going to school at SciAS. And you met Adam in the hallway, and
He's a fellow carpenter and a hell of a
Yes.
man.
he knows what he's doing.
Let's just see what Mr. Adam Man has to say. Having a Thirsty Beaver. Oh shit. What the hell? That's never happened.
He's gone MIA. Or he's on the other line, isn't he? That's what the beep.
I have no idea what the beeping's for. Makes a whole lot of sense. I've never had that happen before when I've called in.
Look at that Jeopardy.
Son of a bitch better answer.
What is, he won't pick up the phone for 400 hours. He's MIA.
Well. That backfired. Who else we call? I'm gonna call this cat. We're gonna call this guy. He's a guy I worked with and got to know pretty well up in Saskatoon. And we'll just see where this goes. It's call a friend here. We're just calling an old friend.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice messaging system.
Okay. Well, I'm running out of ideas. So you know, another guy that I've been having a hard time getting in the studio, who's grown up by my side this entire time, and I'm thinking he's dodgy because that's the kind of guy he is. He'll find you when he wants to be found. But we're gonna spring this on him. We're gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna just phone the guy, and then he can't avoid me no more.
We'll see what happens. We've mentioned him many times on the show to see if.
Let's see if you can figure out who it is that we're calling.
Yeah.
And all you NB backsport guys better know who the hell I'm calling by the tone of his
He's
voice.
the Matt Damon to the Jimmy Kimmel. He's just never there, but will he answer? Is the question.
What do you want? Mention pardon. Call you back.
Ah, you suck, you guy. Come on, answer your phone from time to time. Or just come out of your house from hiding. Fuck. Well, that was Josh Waldner.
You heard 5 words from him.
Yeah, there you go. So
let's make this the show about nothing then.
yeah, well.
Let's just Seinfeld the whole thing.
Okay, well, this is a show about nothing. You know, it's tough to follow up sequel.
Yeah, and that was last week and the live stream thing. And, so let's aim for, what about your music? How's that rolling along? That should be on Spotify soon.
Yeah, you know, it's coming along. We're gonna keep it raw, keep it real. It's the first thing I'm putting out, so you know I want to work in the future with Rain. Had a PA for my real album, you know, but this is just an EP of like 6-7 tracks. It's gonna be excellent. Do one with Pat Grimm. I'm working on one with Sequel after speaking with them last week.
Yeah.
Been in talks with Sequel. You're gonna find one with me and Sequel, find one with Pat Grimm, and just I'm gonna fill in the voids in between. You know, it's a work in progress, but you know, all great things are. So, because really, I haven't put much out there, if anything at all. So this is just kind of a sampler thing to put out there and see what the people like. Because I'm doing a lot of tracks and a lot of different styles and different things. So
you are a rapper.
I try, you know, I really do. I'm not a singer.
No, you're not an opera singer, right?
No.
Okay, we'll make that clear right now.
No, you don't want me shouting on a tune, that's for sure.
Well, your Celine Dion karaoke's pretty good. Heard that before.
Well,
it's
all emotion.
He knows the whole Titanic soundtrack.
It's all emotion. You know? when I feel like I'm drowning, I just whip out my violin and just
and then chug a Thirsty Beaver.
And I just love wrapping my lips around a Thirsty Beaver.
And don't we all? I like the beer too.
Excellent brew.
Yeah.
I'm quite the fan. If it's a reasonable priced beverage, I will be drinking these almost every episode from here on out, I'm going to have to say. Because this is pretty good. I am a fan. 2 thumbs up. You know what else is Canadian just like a Thirsty Beaver?
What's that?
A fellow by the name of MacTates.
MacTates, there we go. And a guy from Saskatoon, only a few hours east of us.
Yeah, represent.
And good perk on this, I put out a new album. It came out just not this last Sunday, but the Sunday prior to that on the 17th. And I want to get this name right. MacTates, and it is steel is forged in fire. And obviously,
Excellent.
link will be below. It's
When compared to a beer, it's just as tasty as a Thirsty Beaver.
This is MacTates in a
to
bottle.
your ear.
Yeah.
Doing wonders on iTunes.
Yeah.
And,
I'm sure he knows a thing or two about the
Spotify.
beer.
Yeah, no, he's doing really well. So if you guys are into good hip hop music and local stuff,
Absolutely.
MacTates is throwing down with an excellent album that's doing very well in the charts, in the hip hop charts.
And as R2K said, links will be in the description, so you got to check that out. It's one click on iTunes and Spotify, and check all that out.
So here's the thing, a little fresh reminder just to pump up one of our boys. Peter DALEY's got a solo album finally coming out.
And we mentioned this when he was a guest.
He was just back home in Nova Scotia.
This was like, what, 10 episodes ago, but
Yeah.
if you want to check it out, a little link thing there, click on that video. It'll bring Peter's interview right there, and
We'll plug a bunch of Peter's stuff.
Homesick is the EP.
Yeah, he's been working on it hard. It's he's got a lot of stuff on his links and things below, so check out Peter DALEY.
So,
Well, with that being said, what more can we say? It's been another great Thirsty Thursday. Look out for an album from R2K. Look out for Peter DALEY and MacTates. And also don't forget that
sequel on October 21st on the Saturday in Saskatoon Event Center. Necro Mad Child sequel will be opening for them. Links will be below again. We're probably going to put links below until the show happens. We got to promote that.
And
it's going to be a good show.
And the next Respect the Elements. I hope to see anyone that follows us on here in the area to come out and check it out. Sequel puts a lot of work into it. It's a great time. And if you want to see me perform live, which I hold much more highly than any of my recorded stuff, just I like to perform. It's the DJ in me. Come out, check it out. We'll give you the dates as soon as we find out. So,
with that, we will do.
Cheers to you guys.
Plug it and chug it. We just plugged it.
Plug it. Now let's chug it. Happy Thirsty Thursdays.
So we plugged it. We plugged it. Now we'll just chug the Thirsty Beaver.